Against the custom of the land, even after the marriage, the habit of the promised Messiah والسلام, of self isolation did not change at all. There is a very famous narration of a Hindu farmer who was living close to Qadian. He says, I am 20 years older than Mirza Sahib, that is Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salatu wasalam. I was coming very often to visit Bade Mirza Sahib, that is the father of the promised Messiah alayhi salatu wasalam. Many times it happened in my presence that a big officer or a rais came to see Bade Mirza Sahib. During conversation, he would ask, Mirza Sahib, we usually see your elder son, but we have never seen your younger son. He would reply, yes, I have another son younger than Ghulam Qadir, but he likes to live in self isolation. Then he would send someone to call him. So he used to come while casting his eyes down and sit near his father, and it was his habit that he would put his left hand on his face and sit quietly without looking to anyone. Then Bade Mirza Sahib would say, have you seen our bride? Bade Mirza Sahib used to say, this my son is Masitad, that is, he likes to spend most of his time in the mosque. Neither he does any job, nor he earns anything. Then he would say jokingly, let me make you mullah of any mosque so that at least 10 ton grains will come to your house. If Bade Mirza Sahib was alive today, he would have seen how his son is living like a king, and hundreds of people come from far and wide to be his servants. He used to recite the Holy Quran very often. Some said that whenever we saw him reading, he was reading the Holy Quran. His son Mirza Sultan Ahmad Sahib narrated about his father that he had a Holy Quran and he would mark on it while reading it. Without any exaggeration, I can say that he must have read this Quran more than 10,000 times. He was very much fond of reading. He himself narrated, by that time I had become very interested in reading books, like so much so that I was not in this world. My father would advise me again and again to study less because he was afraid about my health. His father, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Murtaza Sahib, was observing the religious interests of his son, and that his son did not take any interest in worldly affairs. Thinking that his son should not be dependent of his elder brother financially, sometimes he would command him to go to follow the cases. Just to obey his father, he would go, but naturally he hated all this. So he himself wrote, my father was filing cases in English courts to recover lost family estates. He assigned me on these cases and I spent quite some time on these cases. I am very sorry that a lot of my time was wasted on these cases. And moreover, he gave me the responsibilities of farming. I was not interested in these things. That's why my father used to be displeased for me. He often said that he advised me to participate in worldly affairs out of a feeling of sympathy for me, though he realized that religion was alone worth pursuing and that he himself was only wasting his time. During following these cases, the promised Messiah ﷺ never used lie to win the cases and showed such morals which created a very noble impression even on the opponent parties. Here are few examples of such incidents. For one case, the promised Messiah ﷺ had to go to Lahore and the case was in chief court. He was living with Sayyid Muhammad Ali Shah Sahib, a family friend. His servant was taking the food to the court for the promised Messiah ﷺ every day. One day the servant brought the food back. Mirza Sahib did not eat the food, asked Shah Sahib. The servant replied, Mirza Sahib said he would eat at home. So after a short while, he came back and looked very happy. Shah Sahib asked him, You seem to be happy. What was the verdict of the case? He replied happily that we have lost the case, but thank God, this case is finished. The promised Messiah ﷺ was happy because now he could spend the entire time for the religion without any hindrance. The promised Messiah ﷺ said, I was in Batala to follow a case when it was time for prayer, so I started offering prayer. The peon called me, but I was in prayer. The other party appeared before the judge and tried to urge the judge to give verdict against me. The judge did not care and gave verdict against them. When I finished the prayer, I was thinking, the judge must have given the verdict against me because of my absence. But when I went to him and told him that I was praying, he said, I have already given the verdict in your favor. Once, in a much later case, when the family lawyer asked the promised Messiah ﷺ what was he going to say in the court, he said he could only tell the truth. After he had listened to him, the lawyer shaked his shoulder and said there was no point in going into court. When the case was called, he went before the judge and withdrew the case.